week 5's animation work. As you can see, the player here has been imported from Mixamo and his animations have too. He can walk, jump, and such. I will likely be adding more in the future, but for now that's all I need to care about. Other things you can note to see is I've imported most of my work onto this main project. For instance, the week 3's work has been shown here, and over there is week 4's. Now, you can also notice this level. This level is an import from the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stage of Spiral Mountain. I have done this because I want to make a Banjo-Kazooie-esque game, and I feel that I would be inspired to work on this project a lot more if I had a good world basis to go off of. Now, I will also be definitely making updates to this model, as I've already been working on that. For instance, this model was an entire collision before, whereas now I've separated all the foliage from the grass, terrain, and the water. This allows me to, of course, make updates to add swimming possibly to the game and other aspects. Another thing I will also be doing is removing unnecessary things or fixing hollowed out objects. For instance, this bridge is hollowed out from this side because on Smash Bros. Ultimate you aren't really going to be seeing the other collision side. Another thing that's been removed, for example, are these rocks that were here. I will be re-adding these rocks for actual function purpose rather than being a decoration-based object. For instance, I will likely have there's a little mini mission here that you have to destroy these rocks. Well, you cannot destroy the rocks unless if you transformed into a specific creature. I will also be utilizing everything else in this level as a way to make a mini game area, essentially. There will be multiple little mini spots for little games for the player to do. And if I head on over to here, we can show that I have been importing this. As you can see, this bullet would hit this trigger and it would activate these different objects. For instance, the wave manager has now spawned in these enemies, which I have also recolored red just as a prototype showcase of enemies as of now. I will definitely be making updated versions of the enemies and such in the future, but that's something for me to deal with when the time comes. But as of now, this is my progress, and I will keep updating on what I do here, and hopefully I can show you a full showcase of functions and mechanics in this game as soon as it's near finished. Other things to note would be that I had to learn how to key out materials' alpha mask if I were to go onto the level. For instance, if I were to go onto this carrot patch material, and we can show them here. These originally have this weird import error with the background still being a thing. So what I've done is I've connected the alpha to an opacity mask, and that goes ahead and gets rid of any unwanted aspects, allowing for the carrot patch material to work as intended. All of this applies to other things like the trees, the grass, these little vine areas, and a few many other aspects like trees in a distance. Again, stuff like this will not get utilized in the distance because, well, the level is confined to this small area, and I feel that will be best for my project. I may, at the very end, add some sort of animal to fly, but of course, that would then lead to the bird being able to fly past these points and see the level's issues, which, again, the level isn't getting marked. Therefore, I can just leave it like that and it won't be an issue. But again, that's all for this update, and I will continue updating on the progress of my game, showcasing all of the functions and mechanics that I will utilize in the mini games and such. That is all.